Hey guys, so today I've been wanting to do this video for a while now, and it's tips on taking care of your dolls. Okay, so first thing I kind of recommend is just having like a little cabinet in your room or some shelves, because the reason why is because it stops your doll's hair and clothes and shoes getting all messed up. It stops them from getting marks on each other, and yes, it may pack away some of my dolls, but I'll talk about that in a minute. But so basically, I really do recommend this because it really protects your dolls, the cabinet, the glasses, in case you have any little kids or something and they can't really play. And I recommend getting one with the lock as well, because that would be so helpful. My one does not have a lock because I don't have any brothers and sisters, so that'd be no point. Okay, so basically this is one of my little shelves on my cabinet, and I have my two big dolls sitting down since they cannot stand up. And if you had any big dolls like me, you would just like sit them down like that, like I done like the crisscross way. So I sat a less bit at the back and then put the Frankie there. And then I do recommend standing them up rather than sitting them down, because I feel like when you stand them up you have so much more room, whereas when you sit them down you just don't, and it takes up like a lot of shelf space. So I do recommend standing them up and without the stands. I cannot stress this enough, because the stands take up so much room, and when you do not have them, they just literally, my dolls, here I'll show you. So see my Monster Highs and Air After Highs, they are not on stands at all. So I do actually recommend not putting the stands on at all, because it saves so much more room, and also you can fit way more dolls than you think you can. So I do recommend not having the stands if you have like a little bookshelf or something. However, if you've got a floating shelf like this, yes, I do recommend having the stands. But I actually did not have the stands when I had this shelf. So what I did was stood them up at the back and then just sat them down at the front, and then stood them up at the back and then sat them down at the front. So brush their hair weekly, because I basically go through my dolls at least once a week, or maybe a bit more. Sometimes less, I don't really know, maybe twice a week, maybe, I don't know. But I go through all of them and just basically brush their hair. So I get a lot of dolls out, and I sort of go through which ones don't need the hairbrush and which ones do. Ones that don't, fair enough, fine. And then every now and then, if they got really bad ends, I tend to just sort of snip them all up any now and then. So yeah, as for the displays. But if you don't want to put your dolls on a shelf, I can show you another way. So coming into my closet, as you guys know, I have a ton of dolls in here. I mean, I've got two bins back there. I've got a tub full of Moxie dolls there. If you guys can see, that's full of dolls there. And then I've got some dolls in bags. And I do recommend keeping mini dolls in bags, because mini dolls are so hard to literally get out sometimes, because they're usually right at the bottom. They always slip. But anyways, so my Moxie dolls, as you can see, are basically from head to toe. So if you did not want to display your dolls, but you still want to keep them really nice and neat, you can always just stack them, and it just makes it so much more easier. The hair does not get messed up at all. So the way I do it, I'll show you. So say if I'm playing with my dolls, which I do often, you know. So basically what I do is I take the doll in my hand like in a ponytail, and then I run it down my doll's head to the bottom, and I just go like that, and then just set them in like that. If I have any big huge dolls, they just tend to sit down or just stand up, and it just makes it a lot more easier. So yeah, but anyways guys, so that's pretty much all the tips I can give you. Let me know if you want me to do like a video on anything else to do with my dolls. So yeah, that video will be coming next week, I think on Tuesday or Thursday. It just depends what I really want to do that day. So yeah, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.